I say to myself, should I really post this video on YouTube for free? Should I really post this video on YouTube for free? But then I say to myself, you guys have been there for me, been watching my channel, and you guys have been giving me positive feedback. So in this video, I am going to show you my trading strategy that I use on gold. I don't want to waste so much time talking, but please show me some support by subscribing to this channel, guys. Like this video, bring this video to at least 500 likes, and I will bring you more content like this one. So without wasting any time, guys, let's go onto the charts. Let me show you guys on my computer screen how I go about trading gold. And I know this is going to change your lives, guys. Watch the video up to the very end and you guys will be blown away. Let's go on the charts now, guys.
So what I want you guys to do with this strategy is something very, very simple. But I want you to listen to me carefully and follow all of the steps in this video step by step so that you do not make a mistake. Now, many people like skipping around on videos, but you miss the important parts when you skip the video. So give it some time and watch the video up to the end. Follow the steps, guys. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. I'll be able to answer you guys directly. So what I do with this gold trading strategy is this. This is how I do. This is my methodology. I always start from a higher time frame, which is the monthly chart. Now, on the monthly chart, what I am looking for is just price action. I'm looking at the price action. Now, here we can already see that the price action is creating a bullish market structure. You can actually see that the market is bullish. It's on a bullish slope. It's actually going up. It's obvious that the market has been going up for so many years. Okay. Now, in recent months, for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 months, the market has been going or creating bullish candles with a very, very small doji last month right here. Okay, or indecision candle. So on the monthly chart, what I'm looking at is just the price action which the market is showing on the monthly chart. So the monthly chart shows that there is these 2 months here where we had wicks on top, showing that the market is rejecting around that area. There is loss of momentum here, though the market closes bullish. Okay, now this last month closed with a doji, okay, which is an indecision candle. And right now we are almost at the end of the month, which is I'm recording this on the 19th of the month, okay, of the month of July. So we are almost at the end of the month. We are left with only 10 days to the end of the month, and you can see already that there is a wick that the market has created on top. Okay, it drove up and then it has created a wick showing it's rejecting that area up. Now, why is it rejecting up here? I cannot tell you that I know why it's rejecting up here, but this, I'm trying to give you guys my thought process, my methodology that I use in trading gold. And guys, I know you're going to take out value from this and to help you if you are a person who trades gold. Now, what I do is I always look at psychological levels, because the banks or large institutions which are trading gold or holding gold long term like to enter or exit positions at round numbers. The round numbers I like to consider are the 2,500s, okay, the 2,500s. Let me change the color of this so that's visible. Okay, so what I do, I come here and I change this. As you can see here on the right, it's a 2495. So what I change is I make this 2,500. Okay, make that 2,500 like that. Okay, that's a round psychological number. The next round number below this area would be 2,000. Okay, so you also change this to 2,000. Just type in 2,000. Okay, type in 2,000. So this is 2,000. The next one down would be 1,500. Okay, so type 1,500. Okay, and just click OK. And then the next one above, you just don't need to draw so many, just draw a few that you can be able to manage. The next one on top would be 3,000, okay? Right? So you just click that. So these are the round psychological levels where the banks like to trade from. Now, on the monthly chart, I like to put these psychological levels so that I know where gold is at the moment. Now, if you think that these psychological levels do not actually work, you can look and see, okay? Look and see how the market has respected these areas where it creates some sort of consolidations around those levels and rejections. You can see here it rejected that 2000 level once, twice, 3 times, broke above, retested it, and then pushed up. So these levels here are very strong levels, okay? Then what you do is you can draw on those levels, you can draw in your monthly levels. Let me just change this to level of structure. Okay, so let me just do this. Okay, just going to do a rough work. Okay, so that is a level or a zone that the market could be coming to at. Okay, and then this one here is the one that the market came to in the past and broke above. Okay, and then this one here, I just want to add these zones around those psychological levels, which are round numbers. Okay, just like this. I like to make them equal, okay, so that it's they are uniform, okay, like this. Let me move this one also a bit backward so that they are uniform. Okay, so I have marked out my psychological levels on the monthly chart, so I know right now price action has been bullish for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months now. It's been bullish. But price action shows that gold has reached all-time highs and it is coming into a psychological level here. So I keep that in mind. After I've done this, I then go down to the weekly time frame. Okay, on the weekly time frame, I'm not looking for psychological levels right now because I already know these are psychological levels I've drawn on the monthly chart. So what I do on the weekly chart is I start to do my basic analysis. Okay, I start to do my basic analysis. By basic analysis, I mean trend lines, support, resistance. Now here I can see that there is a small area of support, okay, which I can then color code. I can color code this into blue so that I can distinguish it from the monthly levels. So this is a level of support here on the weekly chart. And also up here, we can see that there is some rejections, okay? And this is also a small level of resistance on the weekly chart. So after I've done this, okay, and I'm seeing that this week there is a very, very long wick candle, rejection candle, near a psychological level, rejecting and closing below resistance. So I'm coming down now to the daily chart, okay? Look at the daily chart. Still on the daily chart, I'm looking for my levels, trend line, support, resistance. So these are the weekly levels right here. So on the daily chart, I can see that there is a trend line here. Okay, I can draw my trend line here and then wait. Do I see anything else on the daily chart? I don't see anything else that I can draw because I don't want to clutter the chart. Okay, so I've drawn in a trend line on the daily chart. I will now go down to the 4-hour chart. I want you guys to see how systematical I find my trades. So on the 4-hour chart, we can see that there is this trend line here, which is a daily trend line. Market came near the psychological level on the monthly and it is turning around off of it, though it didn't tap into it, but is close to it. So I have to take caution here. It has broken above weekly resistance here, okay, as a fake out. And then it is coming back down below and closing this week below, because I'm recording this on a Friday. So it is going to close below weekly resistance on the 4-hour chart and on the daily chart. And also on the 4-hour chart, it has closed below the daily trend line here. Okay, so what do we do at this point? At this point, what I also like to do is I can pull a Fibonacci, okay, from a recent high, or from this level here, can pull a Fibonacci to that high. Forgive the background noise if you hear any. Okay, you can pull it from this low to that high to measure this retracement. So this is a golden zone area here where I've marked with those golden lines right there. That's a golden zone. Now price has broken and closed below golden zone, so I am assuming that the market is pushing lower. So I have my bias to sell gold, okay, on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, I can now go down to the 1-hour chart and see what is happening on the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, we can see that there is a confirmation on this trend line to continue lower. So what do we do here? What do? We look for entries on very low time frames where we can still find structure, like on the 30 minutes chart. Okay, 30 minutes chart, we can see that the market is way below this trend line. So what we are waiting for now on the 30 minutes chart here is a pullback to this level here. Yeah, so at this level, we can now look for entries to short the market. When it comes to that level, we can use up here as a stop loss above the weekly resistance, and then we can target the weekly support for a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So I am expecting gold to sell off to this level. Now gold, I trade it based on psychological levels because I know that is where banks like to reverse trades, and that is where they like to take trades from. Okay, because if you go back to the 4-hour chart and look carefully, you can see that the market has been bouncing off of psychological levels and moving to psychological level. It moves from psychological level to psychological level. Yeah, so you can see that this is how I develop my market thesis. This is how I develop my trading ideas on gold based on psychological levels of structure on the weekly time frame and the daily time frame, or any if I see on the 4-hour chart. Then I look to enter my trades on the 30 minutes, 15 minutes time frame. Okay, like now here, this trade would be really good on the 15 minutes time frame for you to sell gold. When it pulls back up here, you can sell it. Okay, the other thing that you could do, let me just take this, because you can also see that this is a trend, a small trend that is happening down here. Okay, so you can see that you can take short-term trades, very, very short-term trades. Okay, like now this is the 30 minutes trend line right here. Okay, so if the market breaks this trend line, it will push most likely to the monthly or the weekly level of resistance here. Okay, most likely it will push up like this. Okay, and then reject from here and come back down. Or if it goes up and breaks above this level, it may retest around this level and then push to the psychological level like this. This is what may happen with gold. Okay, if the sell bias does not happen, which would be a pullback to the trend line and then sell off to this weekly. Okay, so guys, that is the strategy that I've been wanting to show you on gold. I hope this will help you guys. Go and look at these levels, backtest these psychological levels on gold. Then you go to the lower time frames to find levels of structure and then trade around there with confirmations of a break of the trend line and also candlestick formations. Thank you guys.
There you have it. I hope you guys have seen this. I hope you've seen how good this strategy is. Go back, test it on your own and find its edge. Use it and you can profit, guys.